Our challenge today was to cook for 1,800 people on the Dawn Princess.
I can't believe I'm in a real kitchen doing actual people's food.
2 plates of each dish for Ray and Alfredo to try.
Like it, me?
No. No more questions. 2 of each dish, please.
Josh is yelling at me and I'm just trying to focus and be on top of my game and put out a dish that is going to represent the red team.
Time is up. Let's go now. Right now.
Oh, stop.
Why did you call the dishes back?
Oh, I called the dishes back to put some sauce inside the leaves because that was the one thing that I hadn't done.
It's lucky the dishes didn't go.
Yes, it was my fault. I needed to do it and I did it. I just wasn't thinking.
My first impression of this is a real Caesar salad.
Caesar salad.
No
It
eggs,
fresh.
no chicken,
No.
no bacon, the real thing. I love Caesar salads. I've always got a great expectation of what they should be like. I have my benchmark, and this, I think, measures up.
And the dressing is really very nice balance.
This is also generous, and this is a prawn cocktail, an absolute retro classic. I think she's done a great job. I love the dressing. I think she's seasoned it perfectly. Beautiful dish.
We've got 15 minutes to get our dishes ready. I want it to taste good, I want it to look good, so yeah, I'm feeling pressure.
This reminds me of Italy.
The presentation is absolutely
You're happy?
fantastic, yes.
Let's see how it tastes. I'm just wanting a little more salt.
The dressing is low fat and it says low salt too. It's meant to be like that.
I'm not too worried about the low sodium, so I would add salt to this.
We're absolutely on fire. I think our team worked quite well, and Kelly was making sure that everyone was happy and everyone was doing the right thing. But when it comes down to your own dish, that's under your control. So at that stage, it's more of an individual game.
This is a fish we don't often see in New Zealand. Pan-Seared Mahi.
Mahi, this comes from California.
Yeah, I think his presentation's a bit messy.
Yes, I agree.
He's cooked the fish really nicely.
The fish is perfect. The potato is little uncooked. So
Undercooked potatoes. I can tell that potato isn't quite cooked. I shouldn't have to do that.
Yeah.
8 o'clock is the time to deliver your fish.
Okay, thank you.
Away you go. Make it a good one, eh?
Thanks. I'm not sure how the judges are going to judge this, really. It's always difficult, I think, in a team challenge. For me personally, I guess the key is to work as fast as I can and serving food that's nice to eat.
This is Aaron from the red team, and Chef, what have we got here?
Wahoo is the family of the tuna.
Okay, so it's an oily fish.
It's an oily fish.
I think he's cooked the fish nicely. I'm maybe wanting a little bit more zing out of the salsa.
Acidity is missing a little acidity, but for the rest, it's really, really nice. Really
Good.
nice.
Third lamb shank, thank you. Got another lamb shank due up in 10 minutes.
Yes, chef. We're just plating up dishes as the orders come in, and I'm really excited because I'm just loving what I'm doing right now. Not sure about the IT anymore because this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. I'm actually getting a rush here.
The sushi is doing very well. I can see the way how he's plating and the presentation is clean in the plate. So I think he's doing very, very well.
All your ships use New Zealand
Yes,
lamb.
absolutely.
So not just this ship, all your ships.
All our ships.
Wow, that's what we like. Perfect.
Look at it.
The degree of cooking is really lovely.
You see,
I mean,
it's
I
just
can-
come out of the bone.
We can eat it with a spoon.
Yeah, it's what it's all about.
Bang on.
Me and Coroner are making the same dish, pineapple and sweet chili pork.
So you've got Ray and Alfredo set out there to taste. One for Alfredo, one for Ray. Good luck, girls.
Josh said 10 minutes until we have to present to the judges. And then orders came in.
it's a bit rushed because we're still receiving orders from the passengers, so we have to sort of multitask a bit, which is a bit difficult.
What's going on? Time's up. We're going.
That's mine for the judges.
What's the confusion, Coroner?
There's people wanting food.
Yeah, I know. With judges' food's going up now, and then the other food will follow. Chop, chop, chop. We've got other food waiting now, so let's go, eh?
I might have made some wrong decisions because I obviously run out of time.
So am I taking it up for myself?
I think you're too late.
I was too late.
Yeah.
Not good.
This is probably the most complicated dish on the whole menu, isn't it?
And for sure, it's the most complicated, it's most spending time.
And because this was the most complicated dish, we needed 2 people to make it. But when we look at these dishes, they look very different, don't they? This one's Ella's, and this one's Coroner's. And I have to say that yours looks better than mine. And I happen to know that Coroner actually was late with this dish because she spent such a lot of time on it.
Yeah, you see the loaves, she cut the garnish a little, the top of the timbal of the rice.
But let's see how it tastes.
And I am quite happy with the flavor.
The major difference is the presentation and the reason behind it. Ella got hers out on time, so it didn't look quite so good. Coroner was late, and of course she spent more time, so it looked slightly better.
Yeah.
As I'm walking into the elimination, I'm a bit nervous. I'm in the blue team, and I think we've done really well, but the red team also thinks they've done really well, so we don't know who's going home.
As we walk in, we actually see 2 tables set up. So I'm thinking that maybe the bottom 2 are going to have a cook-off, and I'm just hoping that I'm not in the bottom 2.
Welcome back, everyone. Yesterday, you took on our biggest ever cooking challenge. It was high stakes on the high seas. It required all hands on deck to get 1,800 meals out for the Dawn Princess diners. But you pulled it off, and we're proud of you. Well done.
Chef Alfredo Mahi and I tasted and judged your dishes. By and large, those meals were excellent, and the guests went back to their cabins happy and well fed.
At the end of the day, I had to single out the worst performer in the red team. And I can tell you, it wasn't an easy task.
Oh my God, it was mine the worst dish. I had a consomme. I just had to cut some veggies, and Josh gave me grief about my cutting skills, so straight away you're like, oh, if it's going to be me, it's going to be me.
And that person is Coroner.
I kind of had a feeling, maybe a little bit, because my dishes were late.
Coroner, you are the worst performer because on the first tasting, you were slightly late and your presentation was poor. Alfredo described it as crew mess. And on the second tasting with Ray and Alfredo, if we hadn't given you extra time, your dish wouldn't have got up at all.
I was asked to pick the worst performer in the blue team.
Kelly, myself and Paula all individually thought we had problems. All 3 of us felt that we hadn't had an opportunity to shine in the challenge.
But I can't. You all performed extremely well.
Oh my God, it was like the relief.
I can tell you who the best performer was. Sushil.
Thank you very much.
You worked tirelessly the entire day and didn't stop during service. You did a fantastic job.
Thank you, Chef. I put my heart and soul into what I did yesterday, and it really paid off, and I'm really chuffed with myself.
Unfortunately, brilliance didn't show on every plate for the tasting. Overall, the dishes were great. Chef Mahi was very pleased with the flavours, so it had to come down to presentation. Vanessa stepped forward.
When the judges call me forward, I'm happy that I had noticed the benches set up because I hope that it means I've got an opportunity to have a cook-off, and that gives me one more chance to stay in the competition.